Hello, everybody. Quick update on what's happened and what to look forward to. We had both of our deed meetings this week on the 6th and the 7th. I was happy to see a lot of you guys out there on the one here, especially in Virginia, but also our members in the Hibbing area were able to make the one over at Hibbing. There was lots of good questions that were asked at both of these meetings. Some of them were different, some of them were the same. Some quick answers to some of the questions we've had. That incentive checks should not affect your unemployment in June. The vacation payout at the start of December should not affect it. I know there was a lot of confusion on moving your vacation to the unemployment week. A lot of that was frozen. Talking to Angela after talking to the state, the district came in and you are allowed to move that vacation pay out of the unemployment waiting week. That is not frozen there, so you're allowed to move it because as of right now, it's kind of hemming and hawing from the state if that's going to affect it or not. So you can choose to keep it in there. If not, during that unemployment waiting week, your sub pay will be higher. Ultimately, all the meetings went well. The JET team was there. A lot of the colleges were there. So I'll be touching on these at the next union meeting, bringing some of those answers to you as well. A lot of good things were given out to those people, and I encourage everyone to call and utilize all these benefits from the state side and from the union side, whether that's the ICD. I know the Class A classes have started. A lot of good turnout for those. Please utilize all these benefits. Let's turn this negative scenario and situation into a positive and try work our way through that and advance your resume and your career. One of the things I wanted to touch on was the application process with the QR codes are down now. Right now, we don't know who is in the lineup for North Shore. I did not get that list yet. The HR representative there was working through it. Lots of HibTech people are in line first, and so it hasn't quite come to the process of getting to us yet, but I will update you. None of us got in on UTAC, but I will say this. At Tilden, about 11 people applied. That includes HibTech and Minorca. So some of you already have job offers. I also communicated with Angela. I asked her to extend the application process for Michigan because there's like 40 positions there. They're going to continue offering jobs to people that apply, but the application for LSI and for Michigan will continue to stay open until May 19th. Excuse me. So that QR code that you have for both of those places, those will still be active for you to continue apply. So if you miss that deadline, you can still apply even today. She's going to keep me updated on who's, for my mind, has applied. I'll work with her on it. A lot of you communicated to me that applied. Everyone that applied has jobs, have job offers. It is in writing that if you turn down a job or you don't take employment at these facilities, you are not negatively harming yourself in any way. Have many conversations with Angela as well for the other stuff. So if you don't make probation, get laid off, you will revert back to your Minorca layoff status. We went back and forth about probation and why we need to have this probation when it's a transfer. There's a lot of different ideas that were lobbied. None of them were something that the union would consider or accept. So ultimately, as it is right now, I have an email from Angela stating that if you turn a job down or don't want the job, it is not, you're not harming or turning down work from the company for them to come after you. If you don't make probation, between conversations with Angela, you don't make probation, get laid off here, you're going to revert back to the benefits that you earned at Minorca. So you're not going to harm yourself. She brought up all these examples if somebody assaulted somebody at Tilden or somewhere else, or if these egregious examples of behavior that I don't believe any of my members would ever exhibit, as reasons why we can't put in writing that no matter what you do, it won't affect. And I said we went back and forth on it, but ultimately, under any scenario, unless it's egregious, you're going to revert back to your status at Minorca. So just, again, you can still apply till May 19th for the Michigan places. Pretty much whoever applies is going to get a job because only around 5 people from HibTech applied. I think 6 from Minorca applied. So apply, think about it. If you get that job offer and you decide it's not something that you want to do, you can turn it down. It's not going to negatively affect you. Also, our union meeting is next Tuesday. For all of you, May 13th, next Tuesday at 4:15. There's going to be people here all day. We're going to have meetings. We're handling our business. So We are still going to have union meetings. Our local is still alive. We're still going to be active within the district. So all these things, as I've said, are still going to happen. But just a reminder, next Tuesday is our union meeting. I know we wanted to move it because of fishing opener this weekend and all this stuff. We were not going to have a large portion of our officers there. And so next Tuesday, 4:15, please show up. If enough of you let me know that we're showing up, we can have food and try and make it a much more enjoyable experience than a lot of them have been when it's just dry and kind of heavy ever since this war notice has been served to us. I've been at the facility. Commend all of you guys that have stayed out there working. I apologize for all of you that have been frustrated and still out there and wondering why you're still out there. As of today, I believe they sent almost everyone home that was not part of the fire watch. Those people are onboarded in their positions right now. And to you guys, I'm sorry that they're still working through the scheduling. I believe they've come to terms with a schedule that's at least going to be something you guys can plan your lives around for the next couple of weeks and then going forward into the summer. We're still working through that stuff. I'm still going to keep an eye on everything, still represent you if something happens. As our union's not dead. We still have a contract, you still have rights, and we still will be fighting for you into this idle and beyond. The other thing I wanted to touch on with you guys was the Cliffs earnings call. I have the transcripts. I listened to the whole audio. The company obviously did not do well. EBITDA losses of $174 million compared to $81 million. So it's as we expected that they were losing money. The company is not in a very good position when it comes to generating revenues quarter by quarter just due to what's going on. So we all expected that. They haven't hid that from us. But there's one thing that they specifically touched on Menorca and the situation going on across all these different sites that have been idled. There were statements that were made by Lourenco himself and his son that they have received unsolicited offers for some of their assets. They referred to all of the places that they've idled as non-core or underperforming assets. So take with that as you will. So apparently everyone that was idled or partially idled is classified as that. That being said, there have been unsolicited offers to cash buy some of these assets or cash buy or whatever it is. He referenced if there was a cash deal that they would use cash to pay down debt. So I haven't no inside information on any of this, but there was a few questions by some of the different banking systems that were asking about these different offers and where they were at. It was literally stated within this call, and you can go online and hear it, that some of these discussions are in the advanced stages of discussions, and if they do come to fruition, could even bring tens of billions of dollars in revenue to the company. And so selling these assets, as they say, they're an asset-rich company. Menorca's an asset, UTAG's an asset, North Shore is an asset, HipTag, all these places, Steelton, all these places are assets. And so there have been offers and other companies coming to Cliffs offering to buy their assets. Like I said, I don't have any other information on this. I don't have any insight on this. I've heard the rumors that you guys have heard. But I just wanted to make you aware that was being said. So you're not crazy to start looking at things and say, what they're doing here doesn't make sense. What they're doing there doesn't make sense. There is stuff going on in the background that we were all knew was kind of happening. It was somewhat confirmed today by Lourenco and his son today during that earnings call. We'll see what happens. We have a lot of things going for us at Menorca. We have our permitting, we have our facility, we have a workforce that cares, and we're doing our best to try and make sure that you guys can wait this out and we can provide as much benefit to you to help wait this out while we wait to see what Cliffs is going to do and where this economy overall goes. But we'll be here when the call comes to come back. I'll be the most excited to give that call to all of you guys. Like I said, quick union meeting next Tuesday, 4:15. Please come. We're going to have a lot of information, catch up, and go through what we learned in the deed meetings, and just to also update you on the facility and whatnot. It's been a long month and a half, but I'm thankful for all of you guys. A lot of you have been very kind with your words and have noticed a lot of the hours that Chad and Kim and the e-board has put in to take care of you guys. Thank you guys for all that you've done and all that you do. someday we are going to be back. I just believe it in my heart. I believe it in my gut that we are going to be back. Minorca is just too valuable of an asset to just be sitting there, and someone's going to see the value and tap into it, and God willing, it'll be a partnership that all of us can be proud of, and we'll make whoever this company the most money they could possibly make with our humble 2.8 million tons that we can produce. Enjoy this weekend with Fishing Opener. And if you have any questions, any issues, please continue to contact me, and I will address your situation, whether it's Dayforce related, vacation, stuff with the job. I'm in close communication with Angela, the HR representative above all the mines. So just let me know, and I'll try to address your situation as soon as I possibly can. Enjoy Fishing Opener, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday.